Hello everybody and welcome back to Norco. We're in the final act of the game. We just got to a part in the La Branche wetlands. La Branche? In the wetlands where we found a fishing camp. We secured ourselves a fishing boat, which is nice and good. And we're about to set sail on that boat to waters unknown. I believe we are slot 2. That looks correct. Yes. Here we are, find ourselves in the fishing camp. Just to catch you up to speed, we're gonna be boating around this watery area using the mini game from part 1. We have a key, so we should be able to. Okay, let's see. Look at that. It works. Let us take a little ride. Alright, I gotta find the character of LeBlanc again. Look at that. It works. Let's take a little ride. You heading in? This is Fisherman. You heading into the lake? Yes, sir. You done much riding out there? All the time. Then you know what it's like. Lots of the land has eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't hardly see where the water ends and the land begins. You talk about the ghost bayous? That's right. The man turns his attention to you. You see what I'm saying? Can you please explain? Salt water's been in these bayous because all the channels they done cut through the swamp. For logging, for building the bridges, for pipelines. The swamp's all chopped up. This vegetation don't like salt water, and that vegetation what holds this land together. Once the vegetation dies, the land begins to erode, falls apart, dissolves into the water. So what I'm telling you is this. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over submerged cypress trees, might even get yourself stuck. Then how are we supposed to get through? The strange boys with the name tags have been coming around lately. They seem to be getting through the Ghost Bayou just fine. They're always looking at that map. Maybe they know something we don't. And one more thing, if you get a sonar track on your phone, keep it handy. All kind of stuff is hidden in this lake. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You'll see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light. Nah, they got ghosts in the water. Some people say water. Nah, they got ghosts in the water. Nonsense. Don't pay that any mind. Been swimming in these bayous all my life. If you get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what it's about. Do I have a sonar device? I got voice memos. I don't know. Alright, well, let's just take it out. You ready? Let's go. Alright, okay. Time to put on our detective hats. You got your phone handy? Let's take a look at the GPS. There was 2 sets of coordinates at Duck's place. One we found scribbled on a... Scribbled? Scribbled on a letter. Same letter that mentions your brother. Said that they was searching for a head. Now, I don't think that's where your brother's... sorry, I'm slipping back into Sam Obasanya. Now, I don't think that's your brother's head. That ain't what I'm saying. But I got a hunch all this is connected. The coordinates for that are on the north side of the lake. Might be worth checking out. The other came from that app on your phone. See, that's again Sam Obasanya. The other came from that app on your phone. It was putting out some kind of distress signal. Looks like that one's coming from Eagle Spawn. Both sets of coordinates are past up Ghost Bayous. We want to get out there, we got to figure out how to get through the Ghost Bayous first. You got that? Now you do the driving. I'm gonna loosen my tie and relax. Thanks, dude. Alright, so this is a fishing camp. I mean, we know there was something over here, too. might look like a dead end, but I swear to you... Oh, sonar. We're gonna dive. You crash through the shallow depths of the lake. As the swamp spins around you, you try desperately to regain a sense of direction, thrashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou in this way, until at last you emerge out on the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alight in the sky above you. You've never seen so many stars. A man sits behind a kerosene lamp in the dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He raises to take a closer look at you. I watch the swamp from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water, he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you out into the bank. In the shadow of the grove are other figures whispering among themselves. The whispers are above you as well, in the invisible crowns of the cypress trees. You're one of Trampanger's children, aren't you? Who? The man whose property you're on, he says. His arpent searches all the way to the river. He stares at you for a while longer and then above you to the opposite bank. Lucky you're not one of his kin. He has something coming his way. Someone from beyond the palmetto line whispers to the man. He backs away into the shadows. If you don't know this country, you'll need a light. The man joins the rest of the assembly, and they walk deeper into the night, leaving the kerosene lamp behind. The light is solid, unchanging. Turn knob. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Turn knob. The light blinks twice quickly, and pauses for a moment before blinking again. Turn knob. The light strobes quickly, blinking on and off, at a rapid tempo. Turn knob. The light is solid, unchanging. Return to vote. So we've got a solid light now? I don't know what that's about. I honestly don't know what that's about. I'm sorry. Maybe I should know more, but I don't. Alright, well that's just a little bit of the fun we can have here out in the swamp. Alright, so that's nowhere. Alright. So we'll go out Interstate 10, which is... Oh, there's something here. Let's dive. As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights of the overpass like a mirage on the surface of the water become like. There is the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there is the sound of your descent, and then there is nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite in its silence. It holds you captive, and you are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates that vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab lights flicker on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You pull open the door and swim into the cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Flip switch. The light blinks twice quickly and pauses for a moment before blinking again. Flip switch. The light strobes quickly, blinking on and off at a rapid tempo. Flip switch. Blood solid, unchanging. I'm just gonna leave it solid. I'm sure there's something I'm missing here. Let's go down this little canal here. Nothing here, it seems. What about down this way? There's a bit of a sonar bleep. Let's dive. You dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden pilings are shadows against the dim light of the evening. The pilings are driven deep into the silt where planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have coagulated into something whole. Swim towards the trash. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside this accretion of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly opened. Swim through the window. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately into a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area. You're in a cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake. The foundation of the home rocks. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence there are screams. There's a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. Go to balcony? The world outside is a maelstrom. Water laps at the balcony, threatening its foundation. You watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leave the earth entirely, sucked into an insatiable purple sky. In the distance figures excuse me. In the distance figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding to it desperately. You dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane, only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waves from the boat that idles near the bank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up to the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. Pull rope. A light awakens from somewhere in the depths of the bayou. Looks like it's already solid, so we'll just leave it solid then. I'm just gonna light up all these lights. I'm gonna go up here. There's like a little dig over there. I wonder if there's anything in it. There not be. Well, let's go all the way to the right now. Oh, well, I don't think this is the right way to go. Judging by the fact that it ends. Luckily this boat doesn't have health. Unlike the boat from the minigame in the first act. Wait, what? Can you dive again? What happens if you dive again? Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. The fact that I didn't know we could change these lights. Let's go back because look, the map had flashing lights on it. How do I look at the map? I swear the map had like flashing lights on it though. Okay, so Trepanger's Pond, the one at Logging Wheel is blinking rapidly. The one at Trepanger's Pond is blinking slowly. Oh, I didn't mean to exit. The one in the middle of the canal is solid, and the one down there is blinking 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause. Okay, so slow, fast, solid, 1, 2, pause. I'm not going to remember that, so let's hope we do remember that. So we got that solid, so this one needs to be slow. We're going to make our way back over there. Alright, dive back down. We want it to blink slow. That is what we want, so return to vote. And I think once you got it right, you can no longer dive there. That's what I'm gonna hope. Alright, so then the 1, 2 blink to the left we have to do. We don't? Oh, well that one's correct and it gave you the option to dive, so maybe, I'm not sure, maybe. Alright, well this one needs to blink 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. And the last one we find will be rapid blinking. Oh, but that's out in the logger's place, so let's go check that out. That's in the center of the logging wheel, right about here. You plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm, no luck. As you pull, the tree pulls back. As you pull, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves stronger and begins to drag you through the flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. I'm checking to see that we're still recording. We are. Good. That's all I wanted to know. It is a sudden violent movement. A force pulls the tree into the night air, and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side and see crews of workmen bouncing upon pirogues, axing wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal, while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You rest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side. "Mot air, don't look slow now." You look down at the pile of coal and see the shovel beside the firebox, both now submerged as the boat sinks further. The shovel floats towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pull boat. The sinking boat settles upon the silt bottom, and you find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. The light is solid, unchanging. So we want it to blink fast. Blink fast. Yes. Alright, so now, yes. Because we did that, we can now see the ghost bayous. That's cool. It's otherworldly, and it doesn't make any sense. But here we are. Can I look around? Okay, I think we need to like go over here for a tiny second. So let's go. We gotta go pick something up that we dropped a while ago. Oh, there's like a viewing thing here. What the hell? A figure cuts an uncanny silhouette in the water. LeBlanc whispers, "Bruh, it's the pig man. Always thought Duck was pulling my leg. Can't believe I'm seeing him with my own eyes. Duck says the fishermen around here bring him gifts so he don't steal the fish off their line." Okay, well that's not at all what I thought I was going to see. The pigman pauses from swatting for fish to watch your boat idle by. I didn't mean to look like I'm again. Alright, well, I didn't know the pigman was real. I've never even heard of the pigman. Is that a real thing? Person who made this game, reach out. Tell me about the big man. Oh, that was my guess as to um, where I needed to go, but I guess it's somewhere else? There's something very important we need to find out here. Just wondering if I missed it somehow. Alright, well let's just venture out into the ghost bayous. Alright, so like what's this over here? Maybe let's go over there before we go into the Ghost Bayou territory. So it's just random juts and stuff. Well, actually, wait, now that I'm seeing that, there's really no way to get into that. It's all blocked off by land. Alright. Alright, so we can see the Ghost Bayou geography because we solved the puzzle of the lanterns and the lights in the swamp. So it makes this part a little more easy to navigate. There's a coordinate over here, but we kind of want to go that way. Let's see what happens. What was that noise? You plunge into the water and the sediment of the lake. You exhale to sink deeper, and within a moment you touch the silt and debris of its bottom. You find nothing of interest as you drag your hands across the mess. You kick up towards the pale light of the evening. Alright, I thought that was like a sound. It was a sound. Let's try again. You plunge into the depths of the lake but find nothing of interest. But this is one of the coordinates. Oh, maybe it's a little bit closer? Oh, yeah. What do you know? You plunge into the water. You pass your hands through the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from a larger tangle of detritus. 2 beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it, soft, almost gelatinous flesh, the distinct ridge of a nose, the firm, unmistakable texture of teeth, glowing eyes hardened like glass. You wrest the head from its hanging place and swim towards the boat. We have found a head. What you got there, Kay? A little treasure from the lake? You hang the head from its sloughing tangle of hair and display it to LeBlanc. Dear sweet mother of Jesus. The head continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? LeBlanc taps his fingernail on one of the eyes. Them eyes ain't human. He presses his thumbs into the head and the 2 glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. The head is entirely without eyes. Alright, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out. Alright, so we found John's head. I'm gonna look up something real quick. Alright, got it. Alright, we're gonna head toward John's pond now. The music is spooky. Here's some duck blinds. Something over there by Eagle Pond. Let's go to these duck blinds. Okay, let's get back on the boat. We'll come back here later. Then let's go over here toward the Eagle's Pond. It's another set of coordinates we found in our phone. LeBlanc is speechless. God's name am I looking at here? Bruh, I see some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Nothing like this. Looks like somebody tore his eyes out. Let's get a meter reading. A meter for detecting radiation. I want a meter reading. Wait, don't I? Boop. You hold the plastic electronic device before the massive eagle and press the button at the center of its face. The arm on the display meter oscillates for a minute before flashing orange and settling near a 45-degree angle. Look like somebody tore its eyes out. Oh, we could return its eyes. Whoop. Here you go, buddy. You slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. Bruh, what? That bird just puked out a floating ball. Mr. Peachy used to tell me all the time they got aliens in this lake. The hell's it doing to you? Almost look like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere shrinks down and buries itself inside of your coat. Whoa now, look like you made a friend. Be careful carrying that ball around your pocket, okay? Don't let it blast lasers out your eyes, shit. Feel kinda sorry for the big bird, bruh. First time I seen an alien do that to a bird. All the heat coming off this thing's starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. Let's do another meter reading. I keep taking the phone out thinking. You take another reading of the giant eagle. The arm of the display meter oscillates for a moment before flashing red and settling near a 160-degree angle. Really just never seen an alien do that to a bird. Alright, let's check out our mind map while we get irradiated. Super Duck is dying. The Super Duck node in the lake vomited out a luminous sphere that seems to play a role in the network's decay. Super Duck. So Super Duck's dying. And also, something in the lake. Your mom saw something in the lake. Super Duck ate it. Maybe Super Duck consumed the vessel of light to gain power or wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end. Boop. Let's get out of here. We can actually go back to the fishing camp real quick and give them the meter reading. Yes, what is it? Did you get me my reading? Return meter. Unbelievable. Oh, I just got 2 achievements. The researcher stares at the meter with mouth agape. Same as the Fat City node? Something is destroying the entire system. Well, Dash, I don't think your quack coin will be bouncing back anytime soon. I didn't mean to record that. There's nothing funny about this, Peter. Hey, I didn't say. Each one of these nodes will be bleeding high-frequency radiation across the entire region. Do you understand that? That's what the data implies, yes. Then treat it with the gravity it deserves. We need to get a reading on the Gretna node. The Gretna node. Tonight. Start packing. Let's go. The woman turns to you. Keep the key. We won't be needing it. Now please leave. Alright, so we got a little achievement for fulfilling that little quest there. We can go once more. Luckily, we can fast travel in a way back to the duck blinds. I'm gonna drop a save real quick. Because I think we have to get through this checkpoint. How long have we did? It's only been 30 minutes. Crazy. All right, we got some Garretts here. Now, remember, we haven't really run into many Garretts with K. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's see what's going on. Let's just look. 3 Garretts guard the pass. Their tonsures, robes, and smudged foreheads awaken something in your memory. No more getting through this way. Ditch man's orders. Unless you're the ones with the messenger. Are you the ones with the messenger? The messenger? That's right. The big round thing with the juice in it. Oh, you talking about that juice ball? We got that juice ball right here. Okay, show him. Show this little dude that juice ball. We're looking for my brother. Cool. You know our guy named Blake? Little loser guy, clothes don't fit right. Dead lady's kid? Oh, yeah. Jesus lady's kid. He's over at the Ark all tied up like a pig. Is he alive? Yeah, Ditchman's taking good care of him. He's fine. You hearing this game? We got to get through. They're holding your... It just ended there. We found a head in the lake. Oh, so you found it. We were searching for a while, but we gave up. What the hell happened? John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted. Wouldn't let us wear what we wanted. So Ditchman popped his head off. And that's okay with you? Yeah, John sucked. Everybody thought so. So John's dead. The head that you discovered in the lake belonged to a man named John, once the leader of the Garretts. He was beheaded by Ditchman. The man in the ditch is Garrett's new leader. The man in the ditch beheaded Kenner John to secure his place as the leader of the Garretts and take control of the Ark. The man in the ditch... Alright, so we know he's a murderer. We await the bearer of the messenger. Ditchman prophesies that she will pass through this very bayou with the messenger hidden in her pocket. We will radio him after she leaves so that he may prepare her throne. Kay got this big marble that shrunk down and hid inside her pocket. You talking about something like that? Yes. Kay, show him that ball you found in the bird's mouth. Wait till you see this thing. Show him, Kay. What's that thing, a playset? Yes, it's my little playset. What's it do? Whatever I want it to do. Say, how I get one of them name tags? I like these things. It's too late. We're out. You see my makeup? No, I haven't. Take a look at it. It's right here on my face. Maybe later. Just feel like we got pretty similar styles. It's a little more of a bad detective type, you know. Like I got street smarts. You more like a freak. Like you wear a chain wallet. But I feel like we'd be in the same band on the road together. We'd get off the tour bus and people would be like, who's that guy and his little freaky friend? I don't know. I've already been around you 5 minutes. That seems like enough. Nah, we should do stuff like this more often, bruh. Hang out like this. I'm leaving the planet tonight. When you get back then, y'all all my kind of people. I guess we just flash the orb. Yeah. Here we go. Whee! That's it. Is that it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. Flood me with another kiss, I'm begging you. I'm on the edge. Just one more time, please, God. There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery and Kay had no face. I am the one. There is a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would be in the swamp and not fly your mother's corpse in the stars of the benediction where prayers collide? Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if it were the light? And if I were the man who presides over the night, this ditch man night, I am the one. So, y'all mind if we squeeze by right quick? What? Oh, you got the messenger? Nice, yeah, you can pass. Ditchman's waiting. Hey, Rhett. Yeah? Radio to base, let him know the messenger's on its way. Come in, ground control. This is Duck Blinds. Ground control, come in. Garrett? Why is no one answering over there? Probably just prepping for launch. You two are free to take over through this path. As soon as you get someone from base to the radio, well, let them know you're coming. So after we flashed him, he got an accent. I don't know what that was about. It just happened. Alright, we are approaching the end game. John's Pond is basically one large puzzle. And we're gonna just poke around real quick, see if there's anything else to do here. I don't think there is, though. I think it's just get to John's Pond. Although there should be something right outside of John's Pond. Oh. Is this it? Let's refresh the old talk box. You sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottom with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. Having climbed over the gunwale, you observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening light. Monkey returns your gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing of evidence of life. You found another toy, King? Your riding head needed a friend to play with? That's nice. There is no infinite stare left in the stuffed toy. You place him in your bag. We found our monkey. Albeit a little less lifelike. And that is going to be the final puzzle piece that we need to get to the true ending. That's right, it was all plotted and planned to get to the true ending of this video game. But let's see what awaits us at John's Pond. Oh, welcome to Keith's Corner. Keith has entered the ring. Keith's in the ring. What an evening it has been in Norco, folks. I just left Shield's Executive Carnival Ball, where Laura Sinclair was found dead in her office, and the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Motter, no friend of the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church mausoleum. Coincidence? Keith sure doesn't think so. To top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenner John has announced that tonight he will be launching a home-brewed spacecraft right here in the LaBranche wetlands. John and his disciples were able to wreck this engineering behemoth in complete secrecy despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenner John's disciples. The infamous Garretts. An unfamiliar figure named Ditchman has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord, and John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the war of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Motter? Where is Kenner John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring, because Keith's got him cornered in Keith's Corner. Welcome to the endgame, folks. The endgame of Norco. But first, there's an arc. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake before she died. You determined that the unpermitted construction in question was related to the spacecraft deep in the wetlands that surround Lake Pontchartrain. What shall happen here? I'm... Well, let's just do a little bit of fact-finding. I'm probably gonna call this episode soon, but let's just take a look around. Who is Roland? Greetings. The costume figure keeps his attention focused on the distant crowd. Are you a Garrett? No. These Garretts, I've never heard of them before tonight. I came here with a group of others from S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Carnival Ball. Police and private security were swarming the facility as I left. A disturbance of some kind. A perfect evening to launch a rocket, with the cops already tied up at the refinery. What happened at the refinery? Another attendant of the ball said there was an explosion, though I didn't see or hear anything from within the Good Hope plantation. Perhaps we'll find out more on the evening news. And so here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of it? They want to leave this world. Who can blame them? It's true. No one is satisfied here. We're trapped in this limbo. A long twilight that bleeds out to the edges of time where even the most fantastic things become banal. This great blanket of stale time, stagnant, lonely time. To puncture it, to punch a hole in it. I understand the appeal. I do. I don't mean to keep recording these. Gosh darn it. I gotta delete these voice memos. Not all of them, just the ones at the end. Boop. 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 Okay. Let's listen to these smokers. What a circus. How'd you hear about it? Text from a friend? Did you bring a kayak or anything? Someone let me float over on their raft. What about you? Inflatable mattress. Worth it? I'd do anything to watch these little shits explode. Alright, so that's the smokers. There's a failed Garrett over here. I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app but never could find their readings. I follow those guys online. They never follow me back, but that's fine. Starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. All might die? Why? This whole thing is a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally, half the Garretts defected. The rest of them seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark, the engineers, are holding it together, but this isn't what space travel's supposed to look like, is it? Half-assed like this? Seems bad. We're looking for my brother. Who's your brother? Guy named... Wait, what's his name? Guy named Blake? Little drugged out dude with bad facial hair? We think these rocket freaks kidnapped him. Wow, I don't know anything about that. This picture just gets worse and worse. Alright, leave. Anybody else I can talk to or look at? I can look at the spacecraft. I gotta be coming out to the lake more. They got them big monster birds, alien spaceships. Bro, they got it all. Alright, so there's shipping containers, there's a staging area, and there's a fishing camp. And there doesn't seem to be any more things we can look at here, so let's go to the fishing camp. Whoa! Why are there people in tactical gear here? There's a sniper over there. Garrett's, maybe, possibly. Who would fly to space with these Garrett dudes? Bucket and Chuck. How's it going tonight, folks? I can record him. What's happening in this quarter? We're waiting on Ditchman to show his cowardly ass. And what happens then? Well, the man gestures to the sniper position on the roof of the camp. What's it look like? Y'all ain't exactly hidden, bruh. Ditchman thinks he's immortal. We're here to rid him of that notion. Alright, so we can, like, maybe mess with him somehow. Where's Ditchman? Where is he? The minute he shows his face, we're gonna smoke his ass. Damn, you hear that, kid? They want to kill the ditch man. I don't think I can do much more over here. I like this area. These dudes ain't messing around. My kind of people. You like the guy with the sniper rifle? Okay. Well, I'm not entirely sure, so... There's more people to talk to. So this is a staging area, right? I take it? Yeah. Yeah, so there's a lone drink over here. Wow, I'm in the swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place, it's so inspiring. Swamp's pretty cool. We just taken a dive underneath the bridge and found us a whole car down there. You're a diver? So are you like a real swamp person? I've been in these swamps my whole life. My daddy used to make us shit off the boat. Oh. Said we was chumming the waters. LeBlanc is amazing. Here's a girl named Rose. Hey, welcome to the party, haha. Why are there so many people here? I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about those little mall Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came to see for ourselves. I guess word got out? How did you get out here? Oh yeah, that part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As soon as cars started using it, the road sunk, straight into the water. A friend of mine's car is sitting half flooded at the parish line. But at least these other people. But all these other people drove in from the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. We parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront and walked as far down their janky road as we could until some guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made out of like action figures and stuff. No clue how we're getting back. We got a boat, but not for everybody. There's a group over here. I need to take a sip. Let's go ahead and look at this group. Weird hat. How did those groovy mall freaks build something like this, man? It doesn't make any sense. What I heard is Shield gave Kenner John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it. No way. Just what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. Then how'd they keep it secret for so long? No clue. Friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors for part of the construction, but designed the whole thing themselves. Can they even fly it? No way in hell. That's why I'm here, to watch these dipshits blow themselves up. Come on, Rico. What? They're Nazis. They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressionable dorks. They squatted them all and built a rocket. What have we done besides drink at St. Somewheres every night? Garretts are cool. We are the dorks. Yeah, so the cultural worm has turned on the Garretts. The Minotaur and the Sunman are here. The ground beneath us is sinking as I'm standing here. All of the places to build a rocket, why do it on an eroding island in the swamp? These people are idiots. We're trying to get inside the rocket. There are lots of people trying to get in. Some of them are just spectators who want to take a look around. Then there are the men posted at the camp on the east side of the rocket. They seem to have more sinister intentions. And of course there are all the lower Garretts who've been locked out. Intentionally, I'm sure. Wish I could help you. Someone around here must know a way in. Why the costume? We were at Shield's masquerade ball this evening. We left just in time. I heard from others that police surrounded the refinery a few minutes later. What happened? There were reports of gunshots. Sounds like the work of oil pirates. No doubt this'll escalate the manhunt that's underway for Lucky. Who's Lucky? A pirate who's gotten a bit too bold lately. He's been testing Shield's patient. He's gonna get himself killed. I hope he lives. Deep down, so do I. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making, but he'll soon find out. Alright, so it's interesting. It's my theory that Sun is Thomas St. Clair, by the way. Alright, let's just check out the shipping container. We got some gawkers. We got a Garrett. And we got... Oh, Gooch is here! We met Gooch from, oh, and a laptop. We met Gooch in Catherine's timeline. Oh, a bird. Can't look at the bird. And look at this, you can knock on the shipping container, but we're not going to do that yet. That's for later. Just, I want to point out you can do that, but that's for later. Hi! Are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you? What kind of Garrett are you? I'm one of the original ne'er-do-wells who have constructed a starship in the swamp. I'm virtuous and immortal, much like our appointed leader, Ditchman. Ditchman? What about John? John? I recoil upon hearing his name. John is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers, while demanding that the Garretts walk the earth I don't know that word. Discalced. Yeah. If I had his head, I would wave it about in honor of the anointed one. Well, shit, I think we got his head in Kay's bag if you're serious. Give it to me and I'll show you just how serious I am. If I had John's head, I would proudly wave it in the air announcing God's triumph over the vile snake. We are the Garretts of Ditchman, and we hate John. Well, okay, so something's gonna happen there. Let's listen to these gawkers. Keep filming this freak. I just know he's going to snap. Oh, totally. The other Garretts ditched him, and he doesn't even realize it. When even the Garretts can't stand you, that's when you know you're the fucking worst. Here's Gooch. An armed man watches over the area from a lawn chair perched on the roof of the shipping container. Let's talk to him. Who invited scum to our launch party? This was supposed to be Garrett's only. We want to get into the rocket. Well, you can't. Only Garretts are allowed inside the Ark. If you wanted to fly to Mars with the cool guys, then you should have earned your badge a long time ago. I'm the only one around here with a key card to get in, and there's no way I'm lending it out to scum like you. I'm not scum. Bruh, you're scum. I can tell. All you people have rich parents, so why do you dress like hillbillies? Bruh, Kay's family don't have shit. They some seriously pathetic people, I promise you. It's like embarrassing. She's scum. That's it. End of discussion. Just let us go take a peek in the rocket. I always wanted to see inside a spaceship. No, bruh. Come on, bruh. No, bruh. Are you an elite Garrett? Well, yes, I am an elite Garrett. I'm the original Garrett, but John never let me be a Garrett because I couldn't find his stupid ring. So, you a Garrett or you aren't a Garrett? I'm Garrett. I'm the Garrett. Then why it says Gooch on your name tag, bro? When we get to Mars, all the others will be Gooch, and I'll be the only Garrett. Puppy promised. I ain't even gonna ask. Alright. So, oh, there's also a laptop. A browser sits open on the laptop. You click through the tabs. A web map centered on your current location. A troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell. Image results of vintage stuffed monkeys. Alright, so that's going to be important later. Here's an entrance. It's covered with people. There's one Garrett and one researcher. Hey, I've got nothing to do with any of this. Why are you here? I've been helping conduct some research in the lake. There's a team with a base station in La Branche. They rented out an old fishing camp and hired me to set up their monitoring equipment. I was doing my routes, checking the cameras, when all of a sudden people are swimming out to my boat out of the darkness. They climb in, nearly flipped my flatboat right over. They commandeered that thing, took the key, drove us out here. Now they're lost in the crowd somewhere partying. How will you leave? That's what I'm standing here asking myself. What research are you conducting? A viral network has infected many of the trees in the area. Some of the cypress roots have taken on an iridescent quality. They've become more electrically conductive. The whole swamp is becoming a kind of brain, to put it bluntly. But something has changed in the past several weeks. The more conductive cypress are dying. We're seeing rapid erosion and subsidence of the land at their base. The viral network, whatever it is receding. What's causing it to recede? The data suggests a shock to the system. An extremely high electrical charge overwhelmed its circuitry. Maybe it was lightning. Maybe shield intervened. Maybe it was something else. We don't know. The entrance is blocked by the crowd. Can I talk to you again? Hey, okay. So you've got nothing. You can't go in yet. Here's a Garrett. Great. More hipster scum just showed up. I'm not with these people. How did this happen? This was supposed to be a small ceremony for Garretts only. Now it's overrun with smug cokehead scum. And to top it off, I can't even get into the Ark. They tightened security once the downtown crowd showed up. Now you need a keycard to get in. Who has a keycard? The engineers and the security Garretts, but the engineers are all inside getting ready for liftoff. Nobody cares about a regular working Garrett like me. What's with the getup? You too, huh? What's wrong, buddy? Everybody just loves the costume. You know what? That's all people like you do is wear a costume. Every day of your life you put on a costume in hopes nobody notices. I'm wearing this outfit for me. For me, okay? What happened to the collared shirts? We get to wear whatever we want now that Ditchman's in charge. Bro, y'all are a hoot. I love you guys. I hate scum. I love Garretts, man. I just love them. Alright. And there's nothing else for us to do except for solve a few key little puzzles here and there. One, how do we get into the ship? Two, some other stuff. But we're going to save... Hey, that's the crow. From the other party. Interesting. But we're going to call this an episode here right now. And we'll do the finale next time. So stay tuned. See how this all shakes down. It's one hell of a conclusion, that's for sure. But for now, I have been Bear Arms and Fire. This has been Norco. I gotta go rest my throat and rest my voice for more of these recordings and for what I seem to remember is a very long-winded sort of ending. There's like I think I remember a really long speech, so I'm gonna prepare for that. But you guys go gently into that good night, or don't go gently. I don't know which one is the good one. It's don't go gently. Rage against the dying of the light, of course. You guys rage against the dying of the light, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.